to join me while we alleviate our anxiety, and with that, any headache we might be experiencing. This particular meditation, some of you may know, comes from my father, who I recently had the pleasure of spending time with and walking through this. And I really wanted to share it with you because I found it so profoundly valuable. So what I would like you to do is to go ahead and focus on me for a moment. There will be other times when you might want to close your eyes, and that's fine. But what I want you to do just for a moment is focus on my voice and notice where you are right now. Whether you're sitting on a chair or a couch or a bed, if you're laying down, and take a moment to notice the parts of you that are grounded right now. And let's take a little moment to prepare ourselves, making sure we're fully relaxed, and we will get more and more relaxed throughout this protocol. And this is something you can do by yourself, alone, anywhere in fact. Maybe you're waiting at an airport or waiting in line, but this is something you can do anywhere you wish, silently. Now, many of us have a narrative, myself very much included, that we should often be doing something other than what we're doing right now, or that we should have gotten done something that we haven't gotten done. And this can often, of course, lead to anxiety, stress, sometimes depression, feeling that we should be something other than we are. So, as you know, I like making little lists. And in this little list, if you happen to have a headache right now, which you may not, if you don't, that's wonderful. But if you have anything bothering you, perhaps you don't have a headache, but you're having difficulty falling asleep, or you're having difficulty with any kind of anxiety, Let's start though with our headache. And if you have a headache right now, I want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 may be barely noticeable, but a 10 is a debilitating migraine, unable to get out of bed. So really think about that and notice your headache. Okay. And you got that number. Okay. Now I want you to maybe close your eyes right now. Go ahead and close your eyes. And be very focused and clear about where the headache is. Maybe your headache is in the front part of your head, right up in here. Maybe it's between your eyes, and more of a sinus headache. Maybe it's back in the back of your head somewhere. Wherever it is, just notice it and where that is. And now I would invite you to give that headache a color. It can be any color. It can be vivid. It might be bright. It might be dark. It might be red or vivid blue. Or maybe you're a color expert and you see things in very specific colors like mauve or fuchsia or magenta. But go ahead and give that headache, really, really visualize what color it is. Yeah. Got that? Great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay. Now again, if you're not already doing so, I invite you to close your eyes and think about the thing that is causing you the most anxiety in your life right now. It can be anything. Maybe it's something relating to finances. Maybe there's a relationship that's not going as you perhaps hoped it would. Maybe you have stress around traveling, which is funny. I often have stress around quote-unquote fun things. Getting ready to leave causes me a lot of stress and anxiety. But whatever is causing you, I want you to see it as clear as if it was written on a piece of paper. And even give it a number if you want, number 1. Really think about what that stress or anxiety causer is. Now, some of you may have more than one. So, if there's another one, let's visualize that one as well. Really clearly. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Good. even find that the second thing you came up with may actually carry more weight or importance than the first one. And if that's the case, let's go ahead and bump that one up on the list to your number one spot. Okay, good. And now, for some of you, it may only be one or two things that are causing the stress or anxiety. Maybe you have a third or a fourth. You very well may have a third, so let me give you a moment to think about a third thing that might be causing you stress or anxiety. And again, visualize it so that it's really clear, as clear as if it was sitting in front of you on a piece of paper. I'll give you a moment. Okay. Now I invite you to recall one of my favorite childhood books, Harry Potter. And I invite you to recall one of the many great characters, in this case the powerful and wonderful wizard Dumbledore. Now Dumbledore had kind of a magic bowl, and it was called a pensieve or a pensieve. And in that bowl, he could collect his thoughts and put them in there for later. And other wizards could actually view the thoughts as if they were a movie and almost like in real life. Now, we're not gonna quite take it that far, but I invite you to recall how he could take those memories and deposit them in his pensieve. So, I want you now to visualize a bucket. It can be any bucket, but you're going to place this bucket next to you. Really see it. I wonder how clearly you can see and you can imagine that bucket beside you. What does it look like? Good. Okay. And now, what I would like you to do is maybe close your eyes again and really see that list of things that were causing you stress inducers, and really see that first one on your list, number one. And I invite you to imagine a magic wand. It doesn't have to be a real wand like this one, but it could be. You could actually use a real wand if that helps. is just as powerful and just as effective. Now I want you to imagine taking that wand to your temple, right there, right? And in your mind, place that wand on that item that is causing the anxiety or the stress. And I want you to start to spin that wand. Start to really gather up that idea, that thought around the wand like you're spinning cotton candy on a silver gossamer thread. And as you really get that thought wrapped up, start to slowly draw it out, all of it, and keep twisting that magic wand until that entire idea is gently removed from your list. And you got it. Great. And now I want you to place it down in that bucket beside you. Now don't worry, it's not going anywhere. You can always access it anytime you need it, but for now, that stress is no longer in your head. Okay. Good. Now, let's go back to your headache. Where is it now? Okay. And really see it. What color is it? Did it change color? Many times people find that it does change color. What at first may have been a bright red or yellow is now much more subdued, more muted. Yeah. I wonder how clearly you can see that headache. Yeah. Good. And how strong is that headache now? On a scale from 1 to 10, it may be completely gone already. It may have gone from a 6 to a 3. Yes. Really visualize that headache. How strong is it now? Okay. So, what I invite us to do, if we still have a few more things on our list, let's go through our protocol one more time, shall we? Okay. So again, you can close your eyes if you wish, and really see that second item that is the stress-inducing cause. Yeah, really see it. Good. Okay. And again, we're going to take and visualize our magic wand going up to our temple, our right temple, our left temple. And allow this magic wand to slowly start to wrap itself around that stress-causing item and start spinning that wand around it. Like magic. And once that wand really has that full idea, I want you to slowly start to drop see it even more clearly this time. Really visualize this idea being drawn from your mind as if on a beautiful silver gossamer thread, and keep spinning it, spinning it, spinning it, wrapping it around until it's all the way out, and it only exists on the end of your wand. And now we're going to take that and we're going to gently place that down into our bucket. And when you look down into your bucket, what are those two thoughts doing? Are they swirling around? That's what mine tend to do. Mine tend to spin around inside my bucket and kind of blend together. And mine are almost like a cloudy, silvery color. I wonder what color yours are. Now, I invite you to look at your headache. Maybe your headache's gone. Maybe it's gone from an 8 to a 1. Maybe it's a 0. And that would be wonderful. That would be ideal. If we had a perfect 100% stress and headache-free moment. But we can see how even if we don't have a headache, we can remove these stress and anxiety causing thoughts temporarily or permanently. It's up to you. Right now ours are swirling in our bucket right down here, and we're gonna let them just hang out there for a little bit, allowing you to be completely relaxed, at least twice as relaxed as you were at the beginning. So let's go and take a little breath, and we'll go through this process one more time. And you, of course, can do this as many times as you want. If you have 4 or 5 or 6 items that are stress-inducing, you can just keep drawing these thoughts out. That's right. So take a breath. Good. And if you still have a headache, where is that headache now? Okay. And what color is that headache? Okay. And now again, really visualize that list as clear as if it was on a piece of paper right in front of you. The thing that is causing the thought, that is causing the stress or anxiety, that thing you think you should be doing or have done by now, or that is just a mind-projected future. But what is that thing? Really see it. I wonder how clearly you can visualize it. Good. You're doing great. And once again, let's raise our magic wand back to our temple and visualize spinning that wand as that silver gossamer thread goes and wraps itself around that anxiety and stress-inducing thought and start to slowly pull it out, nice and gently, spinning our wand, spinning it like, I see it as like magical cotton candy, letting it all gather up on the tip of our wand, and when we have that full thought, let's just go ahead and gently place that one down there in our bucket, and maybe we can even put our wand into there and give it a little stir, just look at those blending together down there, no longer a part of our present state of being. And if you look at your headache, maybe it's gone by now. Or maybe it's so faint that it doesn't matter. Usually for many people, after 1, 2, or 3, they find their headache is completely gone. I wonder if yours is. And now, what do we do with our stress and anxiety causing thoughts down here in our bucket? Well, I invite you to do what I like to do, which is I take my magic wand and poof, make it disappear. Just like that. It's gone. It's all gone. And now you can fully rest and get a wonderful sleep. That's right. You did a great job with that visualization. So good. So good. That's right. And again, this is something that we can do whenever we're feeling any stress or anxiety. We can visualize it, even if we're not having a headache per se. Maybe it's more like a panic attack. But again, we're going to visualize on a list. We're going to say what it is that's causing us this stress and anxiety. The clearer you can see it, the better. And now you know the protocol. You simply take your magic wand and pull that negativity and that stress away from your head gently and place it in your bucket. And when you're done, you can just poof, make that disappear. So, my dear friend, I hope you found this useful and relaxing. And I wish you a wonderful evening or day, night, whenever it may be for you right now. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.